next we're going to move into our accent on academics. Dr. Shandor.
Thank you, Ms. Geralds. Good evening, board members. For this evening's Accent on Academics, Walter Elementary School will present information relating to S.T.A.R Buddies. Walter Mill's S.T.A.R Math and Reading Buddies program pairs student volunteers with identified 1st through 5th grade students who may benefit from weekly one-on-one math or reading tutoring sessions. The program's purpose is to positively impact the peer learning experience and enable each student to achieve individual success through effective tutoring. In addition to math and reading instruction, students gain critical collaborative and interpersonal skills as well as building self-confidence. Ms. Tremaine Hopkins, principal, will now introduce tonight's presenters. Ms. Hopkins.
Good evening, Dr. Shandor, Madam Chair, members of the board, and guests. As Dr. Shandor shared, I am Tremaine Hopkins, the very proud principal of Waller Mill Elementary, home of the Shining Stars. Yay! Yay! We are honored to be here this evening to share with you about one of our school's passions and most engaging programs, S.T.A.R Buddies. S.T.A.R, which stands for Students Tutoring Academic Richness, focuses on instruction in reading and math. S.T.A.R Buddies is a peer tutoring program in which students support other students in the learning process. What started in 2015 as just a few 5th graders volunteering to assist 1st through 3rd grade students with reading and math remediation skills has grown into a campus-wide program that includes over 47% of our 5th grade student body. Pictured here are our current S.T.A.R student mentors. Tonight, you will have the opportunity to hear more about this wonderful program and the impact that it's had on 3 of our amazing mentors and teachers. I invite to the podium 5th grade teacher, Mr. Roger Searles.
Waller Mill 5th grade teachers, Mrs. Larimer, Ms. Brandon, and I are committed to providing 1st through 5th grade students with academic, organizational, and mindfulness support they need to become the best they strive for during the school year. Designed to supplement the hard work of Waller Mill teachers, the S.T.A.R Math and Reading Buddies program pairs 5th grade student tutors with 1st through 5th grade students identified by teachers who may benefit from biweekly one-on-one math, reading, organizational, and mindfulness tutoring sessions. These teachers get Tier 2 and Tier 3 help with their math and reading instruction, and their students gain critical skills, interpersonal skills, and confidence. It all begins in September when 5th graders receive basic tutoring and presentation skills through personalized tutoring instruction, including access to the Math Buddies program, instructional materials, and direct reading instruction. Here, a 5th grade student leads a typical peer tutoring session with other 5th grade students, complete with modeling, explanations, and manipulatives. No advanced math or reading knowledge is required for tutors, but great enthusiasm for helping a friend is a must. After tutors are trained and ready to start, the 1st through 5th grade teachers choose students from their class that could benefit from additional support. Then prioritize these students' needs to be paired with 5th grade tutors. We establish unencumbered tutoring class schedules and 20-minute sessions at least 2 times a week. The S.T.A.R Buddies tutoring session begins in mid-October. 3 of our student S.T.A.R Buddies are here to share their experiences with you. The first to share with you tonight is Kaylee.
Hello, my name is Kaylee Starcher and I'm a student from Mr. Searle's class. After the 5th grade teachers finished our tutor training, we received instruction and information about our assigned student and how we can make the most difference. Peer tutors will communicate directly with teachers to receive their tutoring focus, specific activities instruction, share student progress, and gather additional tips and resources. Every day except Thursdays, I get to do S.T.A.R Buddies, which consists of math and reading instruction. During S.T.A.R Buddies, I go out into the hallway with a 5th grader who needs help on his or her work. The subject is determined by the time of day, math in the morning and reading in the afternoon. In both subjects, we go over questions that he or she missed on either tests or schoolwork. We also cover areas that he or she is struggling to understand. I enjoy participating in STAR Buddies because I get to support and facilitate his or her learning. I like being able to help others learn. Another reason I like STAR Buddies is because I want to be a teacher when I grow up. Thank you for your time. I would now like to turn the floor over to Anna.
Good evening. My name is Anna Peters, and I'm one of the STAR students in Mrs. Larimer's class. What we have been doing with the students at STAR Buddies has been going extremely well. My student has been growing with her handwriting and reading skills. She's learned to be prepared for when I come to tutor her. The tutoring we've been running has helped my student a lot and me as well. I always look forward to Monday and Wednesday. As peer tutors, we are allowed to supplement teacher-directed activities with games or activities they or we bring in from home. Peer tutors are encouraged to adapt their approach to best suit student needs and make the experience fun and rewarding for all. Thank you. I would like to invite Asa to the podium.
Good evening. I'm Asa Plummer, and I'm a student in Miss Brandon's class. I really like STAR Buddies. Every Monday and Wednesday, I go down to Miss Bishop's first grade class and help my students with reading and writing. Both days, I go down at 9:57 and stay until 10:20. Usually, they are just finishing a read aloud, and then Miss Bishop gets them started with literacy rotations. My student goes to get her pencil case and comes to sit with me on the carpet. She gets the activity and we work together. I usually let her do it by herself, but if she is stuck on something, I help her out. Most times it is a word, so I help her sound it out. Then when it is 10:20, I go back to the classroom. I really like STAR Buddies because I love reading and teaching. Peer tutors are required to provide feedback from time to time to let teachers know how the students are doing in small group. We provide ongoing and open communication with assigned students and our homeroom teacher. I will now like to welcome Ms. Ward to speak.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Ward. I'm a second grade teacher at Waller Mill, and I get the pleasure of having 5 STAR Buddies come to my room. They visit on Mondays and Wednesdays for 20 minutes. I have 1 student that receives math assistance, and then I have 4 students that receive reading and writing assistance on both of those days. Currently, second grade utilizes the standards-based report card. So if a student doesn't master a skill, it is through ongoing remediation that the student will master it by the end of the year. Upon teaching and supporting a skill and given the final assessment, if a student does not achieve proficiency, I will utilize my STAR Buddies to assist me in reinforcement and practice of the skill. My 4 students that are receiving reading assistance have all made progress, including the student in math. Lastly, the STAR Buddies are great at jumping in with the students. I appreciate the flexibility and the patience they have, because sometimes they come in and we have guidance, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. And so they just say, no worries, we'll come back on Friday. I'm like, even better. So they make up for the time that gets missed. So that's really nice, because I'm like, man, you guys are like on it. The second graders look forward to them, and I have seen confidence levels increase as well as self-sufficient behaviors. The 5th graders are extremely respectful and get along with all the students. They even help out the ones that they're not there for. I get emotional. So to the 5th graders, thank you for that. And thank you guys, because it's hard. So I appreciate that you guys reached out to the teachers. So now I'm going to give it to Ms. Hopkins, or else I'm going to.
Thank you. So as you've heard, the peer-to-peer tutoring can result in an increased confidence for both students. A student who may be experiencing difficulty gets more one-on-one time and feedback on their practice and skills, while the assistant student gains confidence, enhanced communication skills, and reinforcement of their own learning by instructing others. If you notice on the screen, there are testimonials from the staff here at our school, and I am really proud, as Mrs. Ward said, of our students. The fifth graders have done a phenomenal job with working with our younger learners, and I look forward to seeing one of them in a classroom one day. In closing, thank you for giving us this opportunity to talk about our S.T.A.R Buddies program. We hope you've enjoyed our presentation and that you've been inspired by the work of our student leaders. Thank you very much.
You guys did a wonderful job, board members.
I'd like to start out with a few comments. As you know, Waller Mill is very close to me since my wife is there, but I will tell you this, that I've been around this program ever since it started, and it has been awesome. Think about it, coming out of COVID, what was the two deficiencies that we've noticed is math and reading. And on a peer-to-peer level, when you're having a fifth grader who is just huge to a first grader, right? And the fifth grader is spending time with him, how cool is that, that the first grader then grows so much? And just in case you think that these are professionals out here, the only one that's been there for very long is Roger, okay? Both Katie and Lindsay, this is just their second year at Waller Mill, okay? And I mean, this is an awesome program. Now you can see why Waller Mill is so special, and the Bruton Zone as a whole is much better because of it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I had a question for the fifth grade students. Do you have like a favorite, like one memory or something that you've had this year when you were working with the younger students? I know there's probably so many to choose from. I did.
Now you did it, Mr. Higginbotham.
Great question, Mr. Higginbotham.
Go ahead and mentor each other.
I've loved being able to teach and having this experience, so it would help me grow better.
So Katie, Asa, and Anna, did you hear the emotion in the teacher's voice? I don't know do you know how much you contribute, how important it is? I want to say on behalf of the board, but more importantly, your teachers and your peers, right? Thank you very much. Thank you for your willingness to do this. And as you all know, what struck me was the well-being piece, because that's such a big factor, particularly now, in that you're able to scale this, to 50% of your fifth graders, and they're already in early October inside the classrooms. Jermaine, that's wonderful. That's great. That's great. So thank you guys very, very much. It was very inspiring. It really was. I greatly appreciate it.
Thank you.
My question is, when you guys are, obviously you're leaving one of your classes, your subjects, to go and do this, do you have to come back and make up work? And if you do you even care because you're getting to go and help these other kids?
We don't have to make up for any of the work, really. Like some things that we have like a lot of time to do, we will still have to do. But the things that's like, you only have like 2 days to do this, it's just like you won't have to do it anymore. You just don't have to do it. It's just not needed anymore.
So 50% went to 80%.
Your participation just skyrocketed.
What a great program, and not just that you're helping the students you're assigned to, but that even the teacher mentioned that you look around the classroom and somebody else that might be struggling somewhere, you're stepping in to help. So thank you. Thank you for everything you're doing. Thank you again.
Absolutely.
Great job, guys. Thank you.
Great job.